Next up, a blast from the past.
Okay, so what have we got?
Well, you guys remember Fireworks Man, right?
Yeah, that was like one of the best stories we've ever done.
Well, get ready for Fireworks Man: The Revenge, because fans want us to give this one another try.
To see if we can get a successful launch?
Exactly.
Fireworks Man told the story of a pyro pilot who flew 150 feet courtesy of 500 skyrockets. But when Kari, Tory and Grant put it to the test, their small-scale flight wasn't promising. And their large-scale launch was even worse. But fans want this tall tale tackled again.
Okay, so people were disappointed with our flight vehicle the first time around, arguing that if it were a little more slick, it would have gone the mythical 150 feet.
I get that, but let's not forget that this was something the guy built in his garage. It was never gonna be some carbon fiber, super aerodynamic thing.
Right, but that's what the fans want. This time, they want something a little more sophisticated.
All right, well, why don't we figure out what we did wrong last time, fix it in small scale, and then take it to full scale?
But this time, let's throw some heavy-duty rocket science into it.
NASA?
Yeah.
So, step one in Fireworks Man 2 is to work out what went wrong. And Grant's already got that sorted.
So the first time we tried this, we had two problems. One, the curvature of the surfboard caused lift, which caused us to exit the ramp early. Second problem, Buster's center of gravity, which is this line right here, is above the center of thrust, which is this line right here. Now, for maximum stability, those two should be right on top of each other.
Indeed, they should. But because the thrust and center of gravity weren't in line, the launch was never going to be neat. Add the curved board causing premature lift, and it's no wonder that the rig went belly up. So, what's the solution?
Now, to combat this, what we're going to do is replace the surfboard with a straight plank and move Buster down so that his center of gravity is exactly in line with the center of thrust.
In charge of making those improvements is Tory, who not only addresses the two pivotal flight path problems,
Oh, Tory, that's amazing. Ah, thanks, Kari.
but also adds a couple of stability upgrades of his own.
All right, so these are the changes that I've made. I have lowered the center of mass so that it is in line with the center of thrust. Plus, I've added a nose cone to make it more aerodynamic. I'm also adding larger stabilization fins. Last time, our fins were too small and it went out of control. So now that the model is done, we're gonna take it to the wind tunnel and see if this is aerodynamic enough.
Last time round, there was no aerodynamic testing at all.
Wow!
It did something!
So this time, they're going to the other extreme, a top-of-the-range wind tunnel owned by NASA.
It's kind of like Men in Black, huh?
Once inside, they pivot their model at its center of gravity.
It's looking great.
If the model stays put when the wind test starts, then their design is stable. But any deviation, and it's back to the drawing board.
All right, we're set.
Okay, let's turn on the wind tunnel and see what happens.
Bring on the wind!
Under the watchful eye of expert Steve Smith, the 50-knot wind gets fired up. But their hopes go down.
Pretty stable.
Steady as a rock.
Wait.
Fireworks man.
That's what happened last time. All right, so it looks like Fireworks Man is not stable at all.
Yep, flipping a 180 and then wobbling in the wind is about as unstable as it gets.
What if we put the rockets in the back?
That's all I'm saying. So we just tested the new design for our Fireworks Man in the wind tunnel, and so far it is not looking very aerodynamic, but we're not gonna give up. We have bigger fins, hopefully that'll give us stability, and that'll be the winning model design.
And with those bigger fins glued in place, it's time for test 2. Where this time, things are looking solid.
It's working.
Looks good. So if it really is stable, we should be able to nudge it a little bit, and it should restore back to its original flight plan.
Don't nudge it too much.
Hey! That's stable.
That's awesome.
I think we got a winning design here.
So I'm standing here in 60-mile-per-hour wind, and as you can see, our Fireworks Man model is stable. The bigger fins have solved our instability. We've also gotten rid of the curved surfboard, and we've solved our thrust line problem. I think all we need to do now is put some rockets on it and see how it flies.
At NASA's wind tunnel,
Bring on the wind!
the new and improved Fireworks Man is riding high.
I think we got a winning design here.
Because in a head-to-head stability test, version 2.0 has trounced their original design.
That's awesome!
So now, the team has headed to the middle of nowhere for its maiden flight in miniature.
We're here.
Ready for science.
I am so glad we are revisiting Fireworks Man.
Now we're going to test our small-scale Fireworks Man. So far, we've taken it to NASA, we've made a more aerodynamic design, and next we're going to launch it off into the desert.
We laid out our course with a marker every 10 feet up to 100 feet. This is going to tell us two things. One, the distance our model travels, and two, if it flies straight, which hopefully it does. It's time for launch.
All right, so the model is all wired up.
Okay, here we go.
Everybody clear?
This is Fireworks Man in 3, 2, 1.
I don't know about you guys, but that didn't look like it went very far.
Dude, that was nothing like the wind tunnel.
Well, let's at least look at the high speed and see what happened.
What's it gonna tell us? It went straight into the ground?
Well,
It's not the launch they were looking for, but the MythBusters don't give up that easily.
we reset our small-scale Fireworks Man. We made a couple of tweaks to the weight and balance. We're hoping this time we get a really long flight.
All right, so we are all loaded, ready to launch.
Okay, here we go. Small-scale Fireworks Man in 3, 2, 1.
Awesome.
Oh! I don't know about you guys, but I would say that's a successful launch. I mean, that thing went at least 300 feet in the air.
Yeah, and I think we got at least 150 feet in distance.
You know, it could have gone a little straighter, but this is definitely worth moving on from.
Yep, I think it's time we take this full scale.
Yeah.
Me too. This launch was such a phenomenal success that now its Big Brother beckons. A Big Brother that will also use fireworks for thrust. But will it also fly straight and true?
Let's go to work.
Well, back at the shop, it's time to get building. Tory focuses on the full-size flight vehicle, complete with its large wooden fins
That should hold.
and gurney-inspired passenger capsule. Meanwhile, Grant gives the ramp a revamp.
And when we first tried this, we had a minor problem, and that was we had a trolley that our shuttle was riding on all the way up the ramp, but it separated prematurely. That is not going to happen this time because we're doing away with the trolley, and we are integrating our wheels directly into our launch vehicle. So it's going to travel all the way up the ramp, and by the time it gets to the end, it should be going fast enough that the fins take over and we get a straight launch.
That's the theory, and after a solid day's rocketeering, it's almost time to put it into practice. But first comes the all-important test on the ramp
That's awesome!
and the patented MythBusters makeover.
Best rocket ever.
And with that, it's time to ship out
This is gonna be so sick.
to one of the most iconic MythBusters locations of all.
Dude, look at this spot.
I think this is perfect. We put the ramp right here. Fireworks Man goes launching off into the valley. I mean, it can't get any better than this.
We're here at a rock quarry in Angels Camp. Now, we've been here before. In fact, we blew up our cement truck here. We've pushed cars off of cliffs here. Now, we're seeing if over 500 skyrockets is enough to send a man 150 feet in the air. It's time to put this myth to the test again.
But first comes the on-site setup, starting with the ramp.
All right, why don't you bring that forklift in?
Which, once out of the truck, is raised up to a perfect launch angle of 50 degrees.
A little more. Stop.
All right, that looks good.
Then the ramp secured in place so that it should withstand the full force of launch without falling over.
This feels pretty solid, man.
I think we're done.
All right, let's get the fireworks, man.
Next, Buster gets dressed for success
Now look at that.
Yeah!
and strapped into the hot seat.
Remember, keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times.
A quick balance check later,
That's pretty good, right?
and all that's left are the fireworks. All 500 of them.
So we're gonna be launching our fireworks, man, with this giant bank of skyrockets. Now these skyrockets can go up to 1,200 feet, but that's without a load. We have a 300-pound load. Now remember, they only burn for 3 seconds, so hopefully that'll give us enough time to build up enough thrust to get our fireworks, man, to go over the 150-foot mark that we're looking for. This way we can confirm this myth.
It's the same number and type of rockets they used last time. But will the result be the same too?
1, 2, 3.
Kari thinks not.
We have absolutely fine-tuned our fireworks, man. We have bigger fins. We have it balanced so that our center of thrust is right through our center of mass. We've improved upon our sled. We've improved upon our ramp. In fact, I have a feeling that with the rockets that can totally overcompensate for the weight of the sled, we're gonna have this thing flying far and straight.
Confidence may be sky high,
Hey, check it out. X marks the spot. That's where we're aiming for.
but the team is still taking precautions.
Just to give you an idea how dangerous this experiment is, we had to bring in a bomb tech, a pyrotech, the sheriff's department, NASA, and the fire department, because in a few minutes, we're about to have a flying, flaming, potentially exploding man go off that ramp. Here on MythBusters, you can't be too careful.
Ain't that the truth? And with everyone retreated for safety, it's go time.
Are you guys ready for this?
Think so.
Yep.
All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Holy crap.
In a complete reversal of their previous effort, Fireworks Man flew straight, true, and then some. Crash landing head first, 700 feet downstream.
You cannot ask for a better launch. We had the fireworks man on the ramp. The rockets all went off at the same exact time. He shot up the ramp. He went off, went straight, and all of a sudden he fired off like a missile going over 150 feet. We have to confirm this one. This one was awesome. So it looks like the adjustments that we made paid off. I mean, we got a much stabler flight and it went a lot further.
So the physics are confirmed.
Yeah, it's confirmed, but you know what? Falling from that height even into water, survivability is questionable.
All right, confirmed, just not very smart.
Confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed but dangerous. Don't try that one at home, right?
Next, in Revenge of the Myth, is another tall story.
Okay, so what have we got?
Bird balance.
Ah, yeah, that's the one where the bird lands on the hood of the precariously balanced car, causing it to tip.
Yes and no. Yes, that's the myth, but no, it can't.
Do people dispute that?
No, but they have a good suggestion that they think is gonna send this myth to the max.
What's that?
A limo.
Oh, that's a good idea. A limo is longer than a regular car, which means the tip of its hood is further from the pivot point, and therefore, it should be easier to send it over the cliff.
The last time the guys tested this classic car cliffhanger,
2 pigeons, not happening.
only a farmload of poultry could get the car to pivot. But the longer the lever, the less weight it takes to tip. So fans have asked if a lengthy limousine can be unbalanced by a bird. And that's not their only request.
But there's more. The fans were not satisfied with our clip. They want to see this car go over an actual cliff.
Okay, well that means real birds are out. We better start preparing some fake birds.
Yeah, and considering how much mass it took last time to send the car over, I'm gonna have to start building the heaviest flying bird there is.
And you know what? In case the big bird doesn't work, I'll build something that will drop large amounts of poultry.
Sounds good.
Sounds weird.
Sounds bird-brained, but large fake flyers it is.
Now, since we're moving on to a more extreme car, the limo, it is fitting that we move on to a larger bird, a Kari buster. Now, they are native in Africa. They are one of the largest birds known to fly, and they weigh around 40 pounds. Now, since we don't have them here in North America, I need to make one. So I have a bag of sand that weighs around 40 pounds. What I need to do is make it look a little bit more like the bird before we drop it on the limo.
By recreating the world's heaviest flying bird, Tory's giving this myth a helping hand. He's also giving it a helping voice.
What do you think? Say hello to my robo-bird.
Tory's avian animatronics is firing on all cylinders.
Good Kari buster.
But it won't be flying solo.
So the challenge that we have next is that we've got the car, a longer car, on the edge of a 300-foot cliff. We can't just reach out and put our bird on the tip of the hood. So we've got to do something else. Here's what I'm kind of thinking. We bring in a crane, all right? That overhangs the cliff, and that will let us get our bird into position right over the hood. Now, the thing is, this may or may not work with one bird, so we've got to be prepared for the case that there might be multiples, and that's why I'm thinking about building like a bird chandelier, so we can hang many birds from this thing that hangs from the crane right over the hood, and then we'll have ropes that go out to where we are safely on the cliff, and we can lower them one by one, and then we can see how many birds it takes to cause a car to tip.
That's the plan. And while Grant opts for steel over glass for his chandelier,
Let me out! Let me out!
it's worth highlighting that this is not overkill. After all, last time around,
I don't like it.
it took 140 pounds to tilt their teeter-totter. So, being ready for some reinforcements is definitely a good idea.
Okay, so I finished the turkey chandelier. And we can drop up to 40 turkeys onto the hood of the car. At 25 pounds apiece, that's upwards of 1,000 pounds of poultry. Here we go. Fire one, fire two. Just like that.
With their bird booty in tow, the MythBusters head to the deserts of New Mexico, where they've traveled in style.
But it is about time we get to ride in style on this show.
All right, I think this is the perfect candidate for experiment.
Let's push it off a cliff.
It's kind of a shame, don't you think?
Not really.
Yeah.
All we need now are some supermodels.
Well, New Mexico Tech may be short on supermodels, but for cliffs to balance cars on, it's ideal.
All right, as you know, I hate heights. It's not so much the heights that I hate, it's falling to your death. That part I hate. But this myth calls for heights. We needed a cliff, and we have the perfect cliff. This thing is 300 feet tall. We're gonna balance our limo at the edge and see if a bird landing on it will send it over. I'm getting out of here.
The good news is that at least Tory won't be in the car when it tips.
Adios, muchachos.
Have a nice trip.
See you next fall.
But with only one limo, they can't risk losing it before they've even started. So first, to find its pivot point.
The plan here is to find the butter zone for the tipping point. To do that, we have a teeter-totter, which is a pipe. It's a rounded edge. We'll find the center of mass of the limousine that way and mark it.
All right, mark it.
Then we're gonna lift the limousine up, put it on a slab. We're gonna find the tipping point off of a knife edge.
All right, that looks pretty good.
Somewhere between those two should be our perfect zone for tipping.
Unbelievable. We finally get a luxury car. And what do? We throw it off a cliff.
And to do just that, the car is first hoisted into place
Stop.
and then balanced on its predetermined tipping point.
Remember, this is all about the science of the fulcrum. The further out we are from the fulcrum, the easier it is for a small weight to be able to tip that lever and basically tip our car off the cliff.
Indeed, the longer the lever, the less weight needed to move it.
I don't know, that feels pretty balanced right there.
Let's call that really good.
Yeah.
All right.
But will the Kari Bustard be enough to tip the balance?
The car is perfectly balanced. We're about to drop our heavy bird, the single bird experiment. I think we actually have a shot at this one. I think that car is going to go off the cliff.
Well, in that case, let's flip the bird.
What's it saying?
He says he doesn't want to go through with it.
Yep, it's too late to back out now.
Bye-bye. Fly away!
As the poor bustard gets hoisted into the danger zone.
All right, you guys ready to do this? This is the Kari Buster, the heaviest flying bird landing on the front end of the limo.
Okay, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Despite the wind, it's a bullseye with the bird. But there's no shift to the slant.
I thought it was gonna go. We had the advantage of the lever, the super heavy bird, and the wind going nuts. I can't believe it didn't tip.
All right, let's get some more birds.
All right, I got just a thing.
Yep, it's time for Grant's reinforcements.
This is the turkey chandelier. It holds 40 turkeys, each one weighing about 25 pounds. We've got a rope with an individual quick release to each one, so you can drop them one by one and see how many turkeys it takes to send the limo over the cliff. You guys ready for the turkey chandelier?
All right, turkeys away.
One by one, the out-of-date turkeys tumble into position on the very front of the hood.
Smash the windshield.
And just like last time,
7, 8, 9. 10. Oh,
We lost him.
10.
the number of birds the car can hold is taking everyone by surprise.
It's amazing how much weight the car can take.
In actual fact, it's not until there's 500 pounds of poultry
21,
that the
22.
limo starts to lean.
Look at the back end. It's coming off the ground.
24.
I think it's about to go.
25.
All right, one more. Drop one more.
26.
At last, we have liftoff. Awesome for sure. But one Kari Bustard and 26 turkeys, or 700 pounds in weight, means that this myth is busted not once, but twice.
Any way you look at this, it's not going to happen. For one, it's very difficult to get perfectly balanced on the edge of a cliff. And even if you are perfectly balanced, it's not going to take one bird to send you over, or 2 birds, or 3 birds, or 5 birds. It's going to take many, many birds. And even with a really long limo, it took 26 turkeys to send us over the cliff. This one is busted. Let's get out of here.
Ugh.
Courtney,
Turkey.
how are we getting home? That was our ride.
Jab, turkey, turkey, jab, turkey.